the Green Bay Packers, a story franchise with a historic kind of architecture. The Packers could become the winningest team in NFL history. The Bears are the winningest team at this point, with 783 wins. The Packers are right behind them, though, with 782 wins. The Packers' first couple games in the first two games the Packers have this year are between their rivals, the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. So this could mean the Packers become the winningest franchise in NFL history against the Bears. This is how insane this could be. It would be, I think, a great moment for the Packers fans. It wouldn't be great for the Chicago Bears fans. The Steelers are renaming their stadium. For many years, Steelers Stadium was known as Heinz Field. And now, if I can pronounce this correctly, Acrisure Stadium, I might have butchered that, or Acrisure Stadium, something. If I butchered that, I'm sorry. That will be known as soon as 2022. According to Larry Fitzgerald, Kyler Murray is one. There's no one as talented as Kyler Murray, is what Larry Fitzgerald said. And he would know because he's going to be a Hall of Famer, probably first ballot. But the question is, why has Kyler Murray-led teams been so bad? And I say it's because of Kliff Kingsbury. Now I know we blame the coach, but I just want you to understand. Kingsbury in Arizona is 24-24-1. In college, he was 35-40. This was not a guy who was destined to be the head football coach of an NFL team. Twice, he finished in college with over 500. His first year in Arizona, he was 5-10-1, followed by 8-8. Last year, 11-6. The concerning thing, however, is most of that are home losses. That's concerning. But that's not as concerning as what I bring up to you. You see, a lot of these teams, especially in college, Kliff Kingsbury's teams, have had a red-hot start where they win 2 or 3 in a row, and then they just gone. Because they become the worst teams somehow. It seems impossible, but they do become one of the worst teams. Because they're talented. They're a very talented team, but they always seem at some point to just lose it. And like, this is a great example. This past year, the Arizona Cardinals, I think, were 9-0, 10-0, and then only win one more game at the end of the season. That's how terrible they were. A team that was this good, that wins 9 or 10 in a row, to then go and only win one more game the entire season. And it was a road game. That's the concerning thing. It's not like, oh, this was a home game that they won. They lost home games. Most of their losses under Kingsbury are home losses. They can't win at home for whatever reason. If you look at Kliff Kingsbury, most of his losses are at home. They'll go 2-6, or 3. They'll go 3-5, 2-6, 4-4. Now with the extra game, that could be anywhere between 3-6. They're just not as good at home for whatever reason. But Kingsbury, I think, is a big problem of that. Now, is it just him? No. It's obviously Kyler's not as good. Like, I saw a thing I saw a little diagram yesterday. Kyler, from September to November, or September through October, has 20 plus starts, and he's thrown and ran over for 50 touchdowns, and has a completion percentage of almost 100. But in November to January, including playoffs, he has about 20 starts with about 20 less touchdowns, throwing and running, and a QBR of around 88. It's concerning, and he's not as good in the playoffs, or in November and December. Interceptions go up, passing yards go down, rushing yards go down. There just seems to be problems. So if I'm Arizona, what can we do to help him out? Because for right now, Kingsbury in November through January is not a good coach. But through September and October, he's one of the best young minds in our game.